old. Patriarchy. Okay, patriarchy number 1. Just because I want to hear somebody rhyme it. What was the second one?
Molasses.
Patriarchy, molasses, and lobster. I love it. All right, you up first, Hermit?
I guess.
Patriarchy, molasses, and lobster.
Patriarchy, molasses, and lobster? Shit.
No.
I went to Mount St. Vincent University, so of course I learned about patriarchy. I had a couple of profs who said, man, that shit's fucking malarkey. You need to drop that shit. You need to throw it out like a fucking thing that you throw out. Garbage. You know, you throw out trash. But that's how I do it. I'm like Flash Gordon, affording nothing but my rhymes are sorting out in my mind as I kick it. But I smoked a big blunt outside, so I'll get a little wicked. Let me stumble around and find my bearings. I jumped into the water in the harbor and it was gross, but I pulled up some lobster traps. And I tell you, I ate the most. I ate like 6 pounds of them. They're nasty little crustaceans. I took my leftovers and I sold them to a group of Asians. They were businessmen and they were charging $15 a pound. And I said, God damn, I got some shit left to go around. Oh shit, freestyling when you're buzzed. I'm getting my ass kicked. It's cold outside, I'm going downhill like molasses, and you know it goes slow, and I drop flows that I compose. I'm sniffling. It's cold, it's coming out of my nose. Oh, I'm falling off here. I'm not making any sense. I'm not making any dollars either. That didn't make sense. Alright, I'll shut up and let one of these other dudes try and kick it. I'll use a word I said before. I'm the hermit and I get wicked. Alright, which one of you wants to hand me my ass? That rhymes with molasses, so no using it. Copyright.
I sold them.
Just want you to know this is the all-white bearded men final. We'd like to see some diversity in here. Okay. Either one of us needs to shave, the ladies need to get up here, or anybody else, because
Ladies'
we're getting
choice.
redundant. I'm also proud to say I'm the only one that did not smoke the blunt out front.
And you're on candid camera.
I'm 140 years old and my skin is cold. I live deep beneath the harbor, hours by hours, inches by hours, to flowers through garbage I pick through them with my claws. I'm big and blue and occasionally contusion through. I come up in a cage and they put me in a tank. Say, holy shit, that lobster motherfucker, he's huge, look at the size of that claw, that's gotta be 5 pounds or more. And some old lady shuffles her molasses and adds it to another list of tasks, and she thinks, potassium in the claw would make my age slowly begin to thaw. And she thinks, I'm gonna buy that lobster for the family, I'm gonna crack it open like a Christmas special, everybody's gonna see it and everybody will be well. Including me as I slowly age back in time to baby infinity like Benjamin Button. And this old lady carries this little 140-year-old lobster and it's so friggin' big she's gotta put it in the cart and carry it across the sidewalk all the way to home where she becomes the talk of the town. You can't eat that thing? It's 140 years old. Who knows how many little lobsters it's sired? It's a fucking fossil, for God's sake, they tell her. And she's like, no, it's gonna make me young again. And there he is, that big blue fucker being hoisted up by old Uncle Jim, twice as tall. He weighs about 360 pounds, and he towers over her, and he's like, you really want me to put it in the paw? She's like, yes, yes. And in slow motion, his fingers extend. And the patriarchy of the lobster ends as it slowly sinks into the top. With a hiss, the water shatters, and the dreams are gone, and little lobster babies will never flow or be spawned.
That's going to be very difficult at the top. So I'm sort of going to get really excited about freestyling. No,
Don't you trip on that.
Okay.
Safety first.
Some people say I'm hyperactive. They say to the opposite sex, that's not attractive. There's a lot of division, in addition, sometimes I get subtracted. My mother told me I should meet more girls. Molasses. So I like to get crazy and act a little bit barky. Some people get down and they tell me that I'm an electric chair because I'm sparky. I make my mark, so call me Marky. I give you a verbal barrage. Do you know that the show with Jeremy Piven called Entourage happens to be based on the life of Marky Mark? I did. I'll tell you a lot about patriarchy. It's all about the market. I mean, if you can buy it and sell it and tell it what to do, it doesn't have any control, but you do. Because being a capitalist means everything can be cash. Whether it's love, cigarettes, ash, just a piece of... I wouldn't say that. My mother tells me not to be crass. Yes, indeed, we may have done some grass. If I was in Shakespeare, I'd say, thou hast. If people said I had a dirty mouth, I'd never take a bath. If someone said, you're really awkward, this is an uncomfortable moment in the elevator, I'd pass gas and laugh. If I was McKellen, I would say, thou shalt not pass! If this was a geek class, I'd pass. Now, I have to say, people shouldn't kill presidents like they believe in Jodie Foster. Reference to a 1980s shooting of Reagan. It was an attempt, didn't work. Apparently Jodie Foster from Taxi Driver told him to do it. And really why I was talking about Jodie Foster, officer, is because I needed to reference lobster. And I'm a bottom dweller who referenced Ian McKellen for the second time in one rhyme. Now I want you to tell him that this is a guy who happens to be really good at rap and did it just to see if he could get a couple of laughs. So when I ask and raise my hand, let it pass, a huge fucking tip. Then that went flat.